Welcome to Somerset Weekly Wrap-Up for the week of April 27th to May 3rd. At the Selectmen's meeting, there have been discussion about using all of the $3.1 million in American Rescue Plan Act funds that have been allocated to the town by Bristol County for the Water Department, but Selectman Alan Smith said at Wednesday's meeting that all departments should be able to submit proposed uses for the money. The Selectmen decided to have Town Administrator Mark Lucci send out a letter to department heads asking them to submit proposals on how to use the money within the next 45 days. Smith said the Selectmen could then review the potential projects to see what could be funded. The ARPA funds can be used for broadband infrastructure, premium pay for essential workers, supporting public health responses, addressing negative economic impacts, and water infrastructure. The Selectmen last Wednesday voted to sign a contract with Allcom Technologies to provide equipment for the radio communications system used by Somerset's public safety agencies. Allcom Technologies will be paid up to $350,000 for the project. American Rescue Plan Act funds will be used to pay for the project that will involve upgrading most, if not all, of the hardware in the system, as well as upgrading the antennas. The project will also involve reconfiguring the way the system talks to itself. Police and firefighters have had problems with their communications because of the system that has wires that go back to the 1960s. The Somerset Water Department is doing an analysis of its infrastructure in town to see if there is lead piping that can be removed. Water and Sewer Superintendent Paul Sylvia said they are looking for small pieces of pipe called goosenecks that were standard to use in the water industry 75 to 80 years ago. Sylvia said he suspects there could be some lead goosenecks in the system because of how old the pipes are. He said the analysis will show the extent of lead pipes in the system and the locations of them. He said the goosenecks are a couple feet long and are fastened to water mains. Sylvia said the Somerset system has been below the lead limits required by the Massachusetts Department of Environmental Protection, but knows there is a possibility there could be lead goosenecks in the system. Sylvia said the lead analysis is being paid for with a $75,000 grant. At the Selectmen's meeting last Wednesday, there was a discussion about how the funds that the town would receive from a settlement will be used to fund projects that increase access to and enhance the water quality in Mount Hope Bay and the vicinity of the former facility, as is required by the settlement. The town would receive $150,000 from the settlement made by the Massachusetts Attorney General's office with the owner and operators of a former Somerset scrap metal facility to pay a total of $300,000 to settle allegations that they illegally discharged industrial stormwater into Mount Hope Bay and emitted dust and noise pollution into the surrounding environment, disrupting the lives of residents in Somerset's Brayton Point neighborhood. Residents have come up with a plan for how to use the funds in the Brayton Point area of town. The funds would be used for erosion control, benches, picnic tables, a fishing pier, osprey poles, and work on the Ripley Street stairs that go down to the beach. Parking passes for Pierce Beach Park are now available in the Somerset Recreation Department office. The Recreation Department started selling the passes on Monday. Season passes are $35 for residents and $70 for non-residents. Passes are free for Somerset senior citizens who are 62 years old and older and Somerset military veterans. Passes can also be purchased for $8 per day for residents and $16 per day for non-residents. The passes can be purchased in the Recreation Department office on the first floor of the town office building, located at 140 Wood Street, or on the Playground and Recreation Department's page on the town's website at www.townofsomerset.org. Pierce Beach Park offers a beach, the famous Big Red Slide, 2 playgrounds, picnic tables, and grills. Starting on Memorial Day, the park is open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on weekends until Labor Day. Starting on June 18th, the park is also open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays until Labor Day. Lifeguards are on duty from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Dogs are not allowed in Pierce Beach Park. Susan Brailsford, principal of Somerset Berkeley Regional High School, is proud to announce the Raider Visionary of the Month recipients for April. Raider is an acronym for Resilient, Academic, Independent, Digital Citizen, Empathetic, and Respectful, which all tie into the vision of the graduate at SBRHS. Student June Melvin was named a Visionary of the Month for being resilient. Sophia Greenwood and Brianna Nye were honored for their academics. Emily Bjork and Christina Logakis were honored for being independent. Mattia Rose, Bark, and Matthew Carlisi were honored for their work as digital citizens. Avery Petreo was honored for being empathetic. Jordan Terrio was honored for being respectful. SBRHS congratulates the Visionaries of the Month on their impressive display of what it means to be a Raider. In sports, the Somerset Berkeley Regional High School softball team beat Fairhaven 6-1 on Wednesday. Pitcher Tatum Swanson pitched all 7 innings, giving up 1 run on 5 hits and striking out 11. Sydney Bednars had 2 RBI, and Mackenzie Jacob, Jordan Terrio, and Victoria DiMatteo each had an RBI. The win improved Somerset Berkeley's record to 6-4 on the season. At the Somerset and Somerset Berkeley Athletic Hall of Fame induction ceremony and dinner on Saturday, Kevin Snyder, a hockey player from the Somerset High School class of 1978, Craig Albanaz, a baseball player from the class of 2001, Riley Barra, a gymnast from the class of 2004, Jason Kudo, a soccer player from the class of 2005, Seth DeMello, a football player from the class of 2011, Amy Entel, who played volleyball, basketball, and softball before graduating in 2011, Kyle Quinn, a javelin thrower from the class of 2011, and Taylor Travis, a volleyball player and basketball player from the Somerset Berkeley Regional High School class of 2012, all were inducted into the Hall of Fame. Sheila Fitzgerald, who coached field hockey, basketball, and track and field at the high school, received the Robert F. Souza Excellence Award. The 1956 Somerset High School basketball team and 1973 and 1974 field hockey teams were also inducted into the Hall of Fame. Thank you for watching Somerset Weekly Wrap-Up. Tune in next week for more news from around Somerset.